coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned. Right now, more than 17 million veterans don't have their full benefits. And if that sounds something familiar, either for yourself or a family member, now is the time to act. With this company, what they offer is free consultations with the medical team so they can figure out how they can best help you. And what they provide is board-certified doctors with experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical documentation for both physical and mental conditions, and the services that they provide include nexus letters, telehealth evaluations, DBQs, TDIU, aid and attendance, and so much more. What you're going to do is you're going to click the link that's in the description of this video and sign up for a free consultation. Make sure you do me a favor, share this, and also tag a veteran. Let's help more people.
Oh, sorry, everyone. I see we had a couple technical issues this morning. It's just a combination of not the greatest Wi-Fi, and then my laptop is not really the strongest. But that's okay. We'll get through the show. No issues. I do want to thank everyone for being here this morning, especially Joan Walton, who just let us know in the chat that her family experienced a loss last night. Please keep her and her family in your prayers, if you would. Joan, thanks for being here. Understand grief can be a very tough thing, and we're all here for you. So prayers to you and your family. I'm moving a little bit slow today. For those of you who watched my live stream from last night, I was out very late watching a comedian and did have some. Oh, that switched. I didn't switch the scene. Oh, that's what stinks about this. That is what stinks about this. There we go. But yeah, because I'm using my phone and then my laptop to produce. Um, and right now the laptop is so incredibly slow. It's crazy how slow it's going right now. In fact, I'm doing a not a restart, but I'm refreshing the page because it's been that slow for me. But yeah, last night I had a very good night. Really enjoyed the comedian, which I lost. There we go. Really enjoyed the comedian. Very funny guy. Orny Adams is his name. Orny Adams. He's got a podcast, What's Wrong with Orny Adams, which is pretty funny. Um, but I've seen him on other shows. Very legitimately funny guy. Hey, TC. Uh, why is this doing this? Okay, weird. Uh, fine. Okay, finally the chat is starting to catch up on my laptop. Uh, enable. How many times do I have to enable that? Hmm. Uh, yeah, I see that. Georgie is uh, upset about me being here. That's funny. You know, I like coming up here to Vegas. It's a good time. Good time. There we go. Make that a little bit bigger. Uh, there was one story. This headline caught my attention, and incredibly funny. Probably the definitely this is going to be the headline of the year, and it was Christian dwarves raid Scientology building looking for Xenu and Tom Cruise. I can't make up that headline. That is a real headline. So I did look it up, and yeah, there is a um, there is a video. I'm gonna try to show it to you guys. Yeah, well, I am moving slow, and yeah, uh, justifiably so. All right. So this is the video. What do you want, dog? This dog has wanted nothing to do with me all morning, and but now is like, oh, hey, give me your attention. I'm just waiting to make sure that this is on camera. Let me do that. Okay. This is hilarious. Hopefully this plays well. We'll see. We will see. Hey, Spade, good to see you. Release the files. Can you guys hear it okay? I fully endorse this. So yeah, I love that. I love looking at that. And yeah, I that's what people need to be doing more. That's what people need to be doing more. Is more of that. Oh, too funny. Too funny. That was the only story I was like, I've got to talk about this tomorrow. I'm just waiting for this thing to catch up to me. I told it to stop sharing. It yeah, it's just running a little bit slow. Running a little bit slow. Let's try doing that again. Let's see if that works. There we go. The Solid Gold Dancer. Remember Solid Gold? Oh my god, that was a show. I remember the Solid Gold Dancers. I remember when that ended too. It was like end of an era. People were really sad. Uh, but yeah, searching through the Scientology building looking for Tom Cruise. That's just hilarious. Now the other thing I should probably talk about is Infowars. The sale of Infowars finally went through, and all of the it was bought by the Onion, and they spent like all of their money, from what I understand, like all of their money on it, and they hired Tim Heidecker to spoof Alex Jones, and he's from the show Tim and Eric, awesome show, good job, funny show, funny show, but their spoof of Alex Jones, I watched clips of it, not funny at all. No sound on the video. Yeah, it's probably because my laptop is just, it's not built for this. I need to get a gaming laptop because that will be able to take the streaming. Like I I don't know why this laptop is so slow. So I'm just gonna have to probably go through and do some security updates and just see what the hell's going on with it. It's not the most expensive laptop though. I got it just to be able to do basic work functions, and it does do that. But yeah, I might get a gaming laptop simply for streaming. Uh, you don't have to invest a whole bunch for a gaming laptop. Just a couple $100. They do have some very what's the term? Very reasonably priced ones. Yeah, Georgie has been trying to annoy me all show. I see you. I see you. I know what you're doing. In fact, one thing I didn't do. Let's see if this will let me do it. Oh, there we go. Yep, there it goes. But yeah, this was a fun trip to Vegas. I'm leaving today. I'm actually gonna have breakfast with a guy who watches the show and has been watching the show for a couple years. He lives up here. I'm gonna let him remain anonymous, and he can break his anonymity if he chooses to. Uh, I'm still laughing about all the people in the hate group. Oh, they're not bothered by me. I wasn't even talking about them, but then they're making posts about me. Like people who I've never interacted with start making posts about me. And it's like, all you're telling me is that I bother you. All the things I do get to you, and I get under your skin. And yeah, it is not a deterrent. Like, I love that I bother the people that I don't like. And do I care that they don't like me? Not at all. Not at all. There's lots of people who don't like me. That's fine. I'm I'm here for it. Because I've been very successful. The tattoo that I was gonna get of your name on my face. Yeah, an older gaming laptop could probably, if you're using Restream, that would probably be just fine. Um, But this, like, Restream kicks this thing's ass. Like, it's not even doing a lot of computing power. It's just sending a signal to a website. Restream is doing all the hard work. Um, so yeah, like, this is just not the greatest. And this is not an old laptop. This is like a year old. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll get something. I am loving the uh, extended monitor though, because then I can put, when I do this, I just put my stuff that I'm going to show you guys on the other one, and then it's just okay, put it up, and then watch. So, not on your face. That's trashy. Oh, that's trashy. That's trashy. I was laughing last night. We had someone who jumped in chat that asked me if I'd, how many times had I joined the Mile High Club, and the answer is 0. And I said, but what do you call the Mile High Club when it's on a Greyhound bus? That's trashy. Banging on a bus. Ba- well, there was that porn thing, Bang Bus, which people actually thought that was real. I still like, oh my God, people are stupid. People are stupid. But yeah, so I had some fun. I actually did do a little bit of gambling. Not a lot, a little bit. I know where my limits are with gambling. And when I take money out in Vegas, it's like, this is the money I like. That's where I do it all in cash. And I'm like, this is what I can spend. And, when that's gone, my fun is done. Then I got to find free fun, which is pretty much just watching people in Vegas. Um, so yeah, people who don't know their limits should not come to Vegas. And I've seen people like that, like friends come and then like lose all their money in the first couple hours, and it's like, what, why would you do that? Like for me, I am very disciplined, like, and I break up my money by day, and normally it's like $100, like $100 a day, because that's a, you know comfortable amount to spend without losing your freaking mind. And if I gamble it and it's gone, okay, then it's gone. If I gamble it and I win, it's like, okay, now I'm going to a nice dinner, or I'm rolling it over into gambling tomorrow. And that way you never feel bad. All these dummies posting the 8647. I've got the news on, they're showing it. The 8647, like, yeah, that's a threat. That's a threat. Is it a credible threat? Hmm. That can be determined in a court of law, but you're taking a risk when you do that. The new Mac Mini M5, I will not buy Apple. Uh, I have an iPhone. That's as much Apple as I want to go. My brother loves everything Apple, and the problem is, like, and for instance, he bought an Apple TV uh, for my parents, a little Apple TV thing, and he's like, "Oh, does it all this and this and this?" Yeah, but you got to pay for all of it, and like for me, I don't use cable anymore. I use IPTV. I pay service. What I pay for a year is what I paid 2 months of cable. Like, I want to say I pay $210 for the year for what I do. Like, every 6 months, it's like $105. And yeah, when that would have been 2 months of cable. So maybe it's 4 months, because I paid twice a year. Uh, but yeah, for the internet out, because I had to doing this, I had to pay for the higher tier internet. And I'm trying to think, because it was bundled with other stuff is the problem. And the other thing is, if you guys remember, if you were watching me back when I was at my old place, let the wind blow hard enough, and I would lose internet. and that was a hard line internet. Um, Now I use 5G network at my house. I, I think I only once have I lost internet and not been able to do the show. Yeah, I know the iPhone integrates with it, but still, like, my brother has a MacBook. Um, like my son has an iPad. It's not a superior technology. The iPhone, I like the iPhone because it's easy to use. I know people tried to talk me into Androids. Some Androids are good, some suck shit. For my phone, I want a level of reliability that Apple does give. So that's why I'm totally on with with an iPhone. But when it comes to my PC or laptop, no. You, you'll never convince me that Apple is superior in those because Apple doesn't let you do anything. You have to stick to Apple programs. And like with a lot of the stuff that I've added to this show, um, are all things that I'll gone in, I tweak it for how it works for me. Apple doesn't let you do that. Or at least if you're not paying for it. And that's the thing. I use a lot of free software and everything. If I used Apple products, how much I spend on this show would go way up. The intrusive thought of pushing right, like, and I had that before I started drinking because um, I went down there to the comedy club. Uh, I was down there a couple hours early, and I did start drinking before the show, but I wanted to walk around, see where everything was, make sure I knew where I was going. That's just me. That's the military planner that got stuck in my head. It's like, no, I need to go know where the entrance is before the show, so that when it's time to go in, I'm not searching and looking for it. So I got some type of hair or something. Um, but yeah, like all these people for In and Out. Now, look, Brett and me, I love Brett, and we talk like once a week. And they opened up In and Out in Tennessee, and he asked me, "You're in California. What's your thoughts of In and Out?" I go, "It's okay. It's okay. It's fast food. Um, I don't think it's anything special. Like to me, it's nothing better than Wendy's or uh, Arby's. It's not quite McDonald's, which everyone compares it to McDonald's. No, it's not like a McDonald's. They do use fresh food, and that stuff is good. Um, but yeah, like all these people are like, In and Out is the greatest. No, it's not. It is not at all. Um, and they all just stand in line for this place, and they have an In and Out down there, and the line was so long. And then they get their food, and that's the other problem. Like In and Out, if you know you're this popular, why are you making your lines so long? It's because that's part of their whole psychology of it. They keep a line so that people are like, "Oh, this is what everybody wants." And I don't fall for that shit. Like it's like, okay, well, like I went to Steak and Shake. The fries at Steak and Shake are exactly the same as the fries at In and Out, and you're not going to convince me that they're not. You're just not. But my favorite fries, In and Out Burger, or not In and Out Burger. Sorry, Five Guys. Five Guys has the best fries. I don't care what people say. I will fight people about that. And I just like I like Five Guys way better. I like Whataburger better. But yeah, uh, so there's not enough room to sit inside of the In and Out. So they're all out sitting on the fountain outside. And if you go watch that video, everyone's sitting on the fountain. And it's like, eat some mediocre food sitting on a fountain. Isn't that great? Uh, Arby's is a weakness. I like Arby's because it's different. I also like Long John Silver's because it's different. I just don't have a Long John Silver's near me. No, it's not cat hair because cat's not here. It's likely because the dog was all snuggled up next to me this morning, and because we were up late, so we slept in. So she likes to come and lay up, and I'll put my arms around her, and kind of like I'm laying on the pillow, but half on her, and she likes it because I keep her warm. So it's probably just a fuzzy off the dog. I had the same thing yesterday. I had it was like dog hair or something, and the AC is like blowing right. This is the line right here because I'm in line with it, and whatever it was, it just kept hitting and just tickling my nose. Arby's used to be great, trash now. Yeah, it did used to be better. It did used to be better. Can't stand Whataburger. Oh, I like their jalapeno ketchup. I think that's people are like, you can buy it. Yes, you can buy it, but it's expensive to buy. They need to get their ketchup into stores. I would buy Whataburger ketchup, just like how I buy Chick-fil-A sauce, and but I like their Polynesian sauce way better than the Chick-fil-A sauce. Good home cooked meal by a Southern one. Southern food is good. I just can't eat it every day. Like like that would just I'd balloon up. It's too heavy. It's good like when I do have it, great, but yeah, just can't do it every single day. Is anyone excited about this stupid Animal Farm movie? I loved I loved the book. I am not excited. Like they're trying to take this and make it a pro communism. Like, oh no. You haven't read the book then. The book tells you how brutal. It's an allegory about the Bolshevik revolution and the 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 path to Stalinism. And that's the thing about communism. Communism as opposed to democracy and representative democracy, the few make decisions for the many. And the problem with that is that's power, and power corrupts. Communism will always lead to dictatorship, at least in a large government system. Communism will work really well in, if you're living in a commune, works out great, unless if you're Bernie Sanders, who was actually thrown out of a commune because he wouldn't work. And that's the problem. You start talking to these people who want communism and democratic socialism, and you start at, well, okay, well, in your ideal government, what are you going to do? They're always teachers. Always, oh, I'm gonna teach people art and stuff. It's like, yeah, no, you're gonna be the field worker. You're going to be the guy working in the sewer. That's the problem with it is there are jobs that people don't want to do, and when you're not paying them appropriately, they're just not going to do it. They're going to turn to crime, and it's going to the system collapse. They might be at Walmart, but I don't do my grocery shopping at Walmart. Yeah. Um, I do my grocery shopping primarily at the commissary, and I've got a Stater Brothers near me. They also put in a grocery outlet, but I fucking hate. Oh my God. Trader Joe's grocery outlet. I'm trying to think of the others. Like, you're being pretentious about not having not having a selection. And if you like Trader Joe's and grocery outlet have such a worse selection. Now, my mom loves Aldi's, and we do have one in Yucca Valley, so it's a little bit further than Walmart. I just I've gone there a couple times. It's just not my big thing. But if I'm going there for like, if I'm going to be cooking a big meal with meat, I'm either going to Aldi's or the commissary because that's where you get the good deals on meat. Quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. No, I disagree with that. Disagree with that. Because the thing is, here's the thing. My ex used to cook big meals and stuff, and was like, "You should be appreciative of this." But the problem is, like, she would get it in her idea to cook a whole bunch of stuff that I never asked for, never asked for, and then leave a pile of dirty dishes and tell me, "Okay, I cooked, you clean up." And I was like, "No, I didn't. Like, I barely ate anything of what you made, and I never asked you to make all this. Like, literally, I'm happy with leftovers." Um, but yeah, like to me, and like now, if I'm cooking and making a mess, I'm okay cleaning it up. But a lot of days I'm like, I'm just gonna make something quick and easy because I don't want to clean up. I would much, if you ask me, do I want a lot of great food around or cleanliness? I'm going with cleanliness because I'm a naturally messy person. So I have to like, I literally try to force myself to clean 15 minutes every single day. Uh, and like right now, if someone were to come in my house, it's not, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's clean, but I also would not be, I wouldn't feel feel like it's dirty. I wouldn't be ashamed of my house. You know what I mean? And I definitely um the way my ex would clean, this is so ridiculous. She would just put shit into reusable bags and then hide it in a closet. So it looked clean, but that house was not clean. And then after the closet would fill up, she would just be like, "We don't need any of this," and would throw shit away. And that's why, like, going through the divorce, her lawyer would be like, "Well, we need the records on this." I was like, "Okay, well, ask your client to get them. She should have the records. She doesn't have them. Well, then why do I have to have all the records? Is it because your client threw them out? Like she used to throw out shit that it was like, why are you didn't even look at this? Well, it's been in a reusable bag for 6 months because you rage clean because you thought someone was coming in. That was your solution rather than actually deal with it. You just threw it into a container and then put that container out of sight, out of mind. I'm not that way. I'll let stuff stack up and big thing and then be like, okay, I got to take an hour and go through this. But at least then I've gone through it all. And the stuff that's trash has been put into trash. The stuff that, like, I found one of those times our son's birth certificate. She was literally putting our son's birth, and we would not have had, and that's why she can never find shit. Me, no, I can't do that. And if it's, if it's between a woman, and I've learned the hard way, between a good cook or a cleanly woman, I'm going with the clean woman. That's how I am. That's the Marine in you, quick and easy. Marines are not always quick and easy. If it makes sense and it meets the mission, they will do that. But Marines are also very big on no, we need to plan things out. And that's the other thing. The Marine Corps did teach me good record keeping. I keep very good records. Um, I have I have 15 years of tax documents right now. Right now. That's why um like going through the divorce, like they keep playing this game with me like, "Oh, well, you have to provide this." I was like, "She can get those records." She should have those records. Why does she not have them? And we go through this every single time. She doesn't have them. And then it's like, oh, and if it's something that is really preventing us from moving on, then I'll be like, okay, well, I do have records. Uh, so just another time where I am the one coming forward with the information, whereas she's got accusations. And that has been the theme of our divorce. Her making accusations, me having the proof. I rage clean because I got a lazy wife and a kid trying to follow in her footsteps. Yeah, yeah, that's a no bueno for me. Like, look, I'm not. Hey, Victoria, good to see you. I'm not a perfect guy, but yeah, and don't get me wrong, I get my lazy days. I get my very lazy days. That's why I force myself to do 15 minutes of cleaning. And it goes in cycles as to what that 15 minutes is. But if any one of you were to walk in my house today, I would not feel ashamed. Not at all. And, like my one friend who's very judgmental, she's very judgmental. And she did. She did say something that I knew was her way of complimenting me. She came in. She's very allergic to cats, and my cat, when visitors come over, wants to be all over him. And she's like, "No, it's okay." I was like, If I've got Benadryl and stuff," she's like, "No, I'm okay." She goes, "Your house is one that I can come into, and I don't feel like she goes, it doesn't hit me." She goes, "If I stay here a long time, eventually the cat, uh, will get to me." But she's like, "If I'm here 15, 20 minutes, I'm gonna leave and be just fine because you keep your house clean." And that was a huge compliment from this woman because she doesn't say things like that to people. I can't wait to get mom's Wednesdays, their structure. Oh, you can't wait to get two moms. Okay, on Wednesday. Okay, I figured it out. I'm not dyslexic all the time. It comes and goes with me. Um, I'm looking at. I've been going for 38 minutes. I'm probably gonna only do 45 minutes today. Just letting you guys know. Because I'm gonna pack this room up. I really don't have a lot to pack, and like I keep things in little piles, so then I can organize things. So I've got dirty clothes over here. Up here, I've got all of my receipts because guess what? I did work for my business up here, so that makes this little trip business travel. So I've got my receipts up here, and those are all going to go in a thing. And then when I get home, I've got my little tax. I've got one of those little file folders, and in that, all my things, which are in a little baggie right now, that baggie is going to go into the travel part. Now, and did I go through and organize all those receipts? No, but they're semi-organized. That if the IRS came in to audit me tomorrow, in 45 minutes, I'm ready. Because now I've got my little file folder. That's all I need to organize. And then, like I actually keep it all on a spreadsheet. And I'm like, okay, this. And, when the tax year is done, I print that off. I put that into my tax thing in case if I get audited, that's my breakdown, and then all the receipts are behind it. So please, IRS, audit me. I don't care. So yeah, uh, Ivy's watching. Hi, Ivy. Yeah, it could be hangover. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not 100% today. I am not. In fact, I should be drinking more water. I'm checking out today, so I'll happily say I stayed at the downtown Grand. I didn't want to say that yesterday because then people will try things. But I'm checking out today. They can try whatever they want. And I like that a lot of these places do put water in your room. Um, Last night I was a little bit tipsy last night, and here's the thing: I don't drink that often, so it does affect me. The Just having a little bit does affect me, but that's okay. Pre-race drama at the Kentucky Derby. Hmm. Don't know what that was. Get a real one. I don't like tattoos, especially on women. Most women get the most stupid tattoos, and a lot of men do too. I had a corporal though. He was the first one. He's like, hey, dude. He's like, do you have a tattoo? I'm like, yeah, I got one. He goes, don't get another one. He goes, best advice I can give you. He goes, people get all these patchwork tattoos, and he goes, they look like shit. He goes, come up with a theme, do it in one part. Like he had his whole back done, and his back was it was like this beach sunset with a 57 Chevy and a couple other things, and like it looked really good. I will say that. My friend Kelly, she's got a full back tattoo, looks really nice. She's got a couple other ones, but a lot of women get the dumbest fucking shit. Like, I'm sorry, women with sleeves, no, no. You know, like I've said, it's like putting a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. And a lot of these women who have a shit ton of tattoos, like you start talking to them and you realize, oh, this is your replacement for a personality. Yeah, no, not for me. Okay, and if you're a man or woman and you have a name tattooed on you and it's not your parents, grandparents, or children, you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, not sorry. I will never get a woman that I'm married or dating to's name tattooed on me. Not happening. My buddy has his wedding ring tattooed and he's divorced. It's like people are just retarded. Yeah, if it's a dead grandparent or, parent or, you know, with children, a lot of single moms get the tattoos of their kids' names. Uh, and it's always stupid and trashy, and they think it's so good. Like this is I got this for my son Jaden. He saved my life. I want my dad's eyes on my shoulder, so he's always watching over me. That's my feelings on that. My only tattoo is hidden. It's not for anyone to see. It was for me. Yeah, and I have one tattoo, and I don't think I've ever shown it on camera. And it's in a place where I can hide it. Um, People who know me, if they don't know I've got a tattoo, if I didn't tell them I had a tattoo, they wouldn't know. Here's the thing: it means something for me. But you're never gonna see me with like Thomas's name tattooed, or you know, I would like these sayings that people get. Oh my god! Like, I think, I think, I think a lot of tattoo artists should be in jail for the shit that they've tattooed on people. Like, you should be able to say no, and not just no. I'm gonna say no, and no one's ever gonna like. There should be like a tattoo registry where it's like, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to put you in the registry so no one can ever tattoo that on you. That's what I think. Yes, I do know, Georgie. I know exactly what you're doing. But yeah, and I'm sure that there's people watching who I love. Who this is hitting close to home, and you don't like it. But I'm just giving you my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Um, if you are white and you have any Chinese, Japanese, Korean lettering on you, you are stupid. You are stupid. It doesn't make you look interesting. Tribal tattoos. Oh no. Nope. 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 Um, oh, trying to think what other stupid shit I've seen people do. A head tattoo? No. I did have one woman one time who wanted to date me and said, "I'll get your name tattooed on me." I'm like, "Oh, would hate that. I would hate that." Channel logo on my butt cheek, that would be retarded. That would be absolutely retarded. Oh, oops. That's funny, Greg. You guys are funny. Oh, oh, big stretch. Right, Glory? Think she's enjoying the hotel? She loves coming to the hotel. She's like, I get to lay on the big bed and crash out. And of course, huge, huge king size bed. She's got to be right up against me, don't you? Got to be right up against me. Yes, you do, because you're a baby. Say, yes, I'm a baby. I'm a little pretty princess. And you're like, oh, you had me out all day yesterday. And we were walking around. Yeah, we were walking around and you were so tired that then when I brought you back to the room, you crashed. Oh, yeah, yeah. Getting my tattoo, um, like I was shocked how much it didn't hurt. Um, but the area I got was a meaty part. I wasn't one of these dumb people who like tattooed my taint. Hi, Christina. But yeah, you get people who like they're only getting the tattoo and only getting it in a place to prove how tough they are. A lot of Marines would get they call it their meat tags. It's your dog tags. You put them over your ribs. Yeah, I'm not trying to prove how tough I am, so not doing it. Yeah, I saw a lot of dumb shit like that. Marines are not the smartest group. We've never been accused of being geniuses. Um, I should probably get going because I gotta wrap things up here. I gotta pack everything up, and then, like I said, I'm meeting a fan for breakfast, and yeah, it should be a nice day. Drive home, and probably get in the hot tub after the drive because my back will hurt. That's yeah, yeah. I've passed out before, and when it happens, it feels like just like you were doing one thing and all of a sudden something else happened. No, no, I have not had enough of your BS, Georgie. Oh, whoa! I'm sorry. I didn't know you were down there. I didn't know you were down there. I put my foot on her. Yeah, I didn't even kick you. I just put my foot on you, and you scared me because you moved. um, but yeah, haven't had enough of you, Georgie. No, doesn't bother me one bit. Iran suffering huge inflation amid U.S. blockade. Yeah, yeah, they can't make money. That's their only way of making money. That's why I laughed. They caused the blockade first, and we're like, we're gonna cut off the world's supply of oil. And okay, go ahead and do that. And then Trump said, "Oh, because the that's where it was genius because the UN couldn't say anything. They didn't say anything against Iran. So then Trump said, okay, now we're blockading, so you can't send anything out, and the world can't condemn Trump because they allowed Iran to do it." Ugh. I am gonna get going though, guys. I do need to go. I'm gonna wrap this place up. All right, guys. Thank you for being here, and as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned. Right now, more than 17 million veterans don't have their full benefits. And if that sounds something familiar, either for yourself or a family member, now is the time to act. With this company, what they offer is free consultations with the medical team so they can figure out how they can best help you. And what they provide is board certified doctors with experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical documentation for both physical and mental conditions. And the services that they provide include nexus letters, telehealth evaluations, DBQs, TDIU, aid in attendance, and so much more. What you're going to do is you're going to click the link that's in the description of this video and sign up for a free consultation. Make sure you do me a favor, share this, and also tag a veteran. Let's help more people get every single thing that they have earned.